you feel about the parking situation on campus and why?
I think it's pretty bad. I mean, like I circled around the lot for a good like 30 minutes trying to find parking. So I think it's pretty bad. It's pretty like there's not enough spaces. And I feel like there's a lot of employee parking on top of that that's like empty and not used.
Personally, it's a little bit of a far walk for me, but it's not awful. Sometimes I do have to wait around and get here early in order to find parking.
I think it's a little too crowded. Like there's not really enough spots whenever you need one, especially during between like 9 and like 1, which is like the prime class time. So it gets a little chaotic trying to find a spot.
It's kind of like hectic, like very hectic.
Why is that?
Well, in the mornings, it's not like too bad, but around this time, like people are like driving and like trying to find parking spaces. Like we're walking and like people are asking like, oh, are you leaving? And it gets like very hectic around this time, especially in the mornings. Like in the mornings, if you're late by like just maybe like 10 minutes, the parking spots are gone. It's crazy.
Definitely. And what do you think?
I feel like if you don't get there in the morning time, like before 8:30, there's no parking spaces, especially in the front part. You have to get there early in the morning, unless it's Friday. Friday, you can find parking spaces, and not only parking, people will harass you for a parking spot. Like if they see you walking, they'll be like, "Are you guys leaving?" And then they'll follow you to your car. And also, the cars, they're like, since there's no parking, they're always late, so they're like willing to hit someone.
It could be like stressful at times because you gotta spend time looking for a spot and then you gotta walk, I don't know how much minutes, like 15 minutes from your car just to get to class.
How do you guys feel about the parking capacity? Is it enough, too little, too much, and why?
I think it's too little because there's like so many commuters that like it's just there should be more. I think there should be more.
I feel like there is enough, but the position of the parking is like not adequate. And there's a lot of employee parking. So, and like when I get to school, I notice like the employees aren't parked there anyway. So why isn't like student parking?
I think it's too little. There could be more.
What do you think that is?
Just because there's a lot of students on campus and not a lot of spots that equal the amount of commuters and students that are living on campus.
Definitely too little. Like I said, commuter is like crowded. I see cars circling around the lot like 24/7 every single time. And employee parking lot is usually empty.
I'd say it's definitely too little because like I see many people driving around still and like all these spots are filled.
How long does it typically take you to find parking?
Like 50 minutes.
Ooh, that's 50, not 15?
Yeah.
Anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
About the same.
Maybe around 5 to 10 minutes.
That's pretty lucky. How do you feel about the pricing of UTSA parking?
I actually didn't think it was too bad compared to other schools. So yeah.
I think it's reasonable for what they're offering.
The price, I guess it could be cheaper. It's kind of expensive, especially the garage parking down here. I think it was like $1,000 or something like that. So it's pretty expensive.
I will say that it's a bit expensive, especially for a pass.
The one I have is just for like the outside area, but if I wanted to like get a garage, that is like very expensive. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it should be a little bit less.
I feel like it's overpriced for the quality of parking you get, because sometimes we have to park like all the way by like University Oaks and come all the way over here. What's the point of the parking pass? I would have just walked to school.
How does parking impact your daily routine?
It makes me have to leave the house a bit earlier than usual or than I should, you know, because I gotta account for looking for a spot.
I have to come 2 hours earlier to school, so it kind of sucks.
For me, since I live off campus, it's like 20 minutes away, and then having to come here 40 minutes to an hour earlier kind of sucks. But it is what it is.
I mean, I get here really early in the mornings just to avoid it, so like I don't have too much troubles.
Well, we get here like very early because our classes are in the morning, so it doesn't really affect us like too much. But yeah, I wouldn't want to leave and then come back. I would just stay. I just stay here and like have to deal with being here.
Yeah, same with me too. I agree.
What would you like to see from UTSA to change the parking situation on campus?
I would personally like to see some more spots around my classes, or change even like the employee parking if we could.
I agree, maybe more spots around campus.
maybe expand it. Like, I don't know, maybe change some of the employee parking to commuter parking spots and maybe make it a little bit cheaper. I would say that would be good.
Maybe more, obviously more spots, maybe a cheaper pass.
Have more parking for the students and have it like less expensive, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. It should be less expensive, or there should be like more parking spaces at least.
Thank you for watching. Click the logo to subscribe or click the videos for more from the Paisano.